don't you ever, don't you ever forget it, don't you ever, don't you ever forget it, don't you ever.
I was me before I met you, remember.
So I'm gonna use this as a base. This is Amande again, concealer. I used this yesterday to do a look and I liked how long it stayed, so I'm just gonna use this. Okay, so I'm going into Permission. It's this orange color right here that really wasn't too orange, so I'm gonna just use that first, and then I'm gonna get into Passion Fruit, which is the color next to it. I started off blending and then I went into patting. Okay, now we're going to get into, now we're going to use the same brush, we're getting into Passion Fruit. I think Passion Fruit did it. Now we're going into the purple color, Honeyberry, right here. We're gonna see if we can make that work. I'm gonna tap, get into it, tap again. Now we're gonna go into this color. I think with tapping it, I didn't get a lot of color on the brush because that's how much it kicked off. Like, you can barely see it. Okay. I'm just gonna tap that on and try to swing that across. Okay. I think tapping works. Take the excess off of my towel here and then blend the rest of the way. Okay. It's not patchy, but it's not the, well, you don't really see the color as much as I would like it, but it's gonna do. And this brush is a Cosetti 175 brush. So I'm gonna let that be, and I'm gonna go back in Passion Fruit just to do the outer part. Okay, so now I know that it needs something sticky to lay on. I'm gonna go into the inner part of my eye and I'm gonna lay that concealer down on the inner part of my eye. And I'm gonna go in with Kiwi, which is this green right here. going back into that kiwi color. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this yellow daffodil right here on the end. I'm gonna put that in the center. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into kiwi to do the edges. And go back into daffodil. Okay, I'm gonna do my liner. I just did this side, and I'm using the Dior On Stage liner. It's waterproof. I didn't know that. And it's called matte yellow. So I'm gonna go in the inner part of my, I need a mirror. Inner part of my eye. I really do appreciate this pen and how precise I can get with this liner. Like that. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna get down to the face. Get in my hand sanitizer. Okay, so I'm gonna use TACHA luminous spray. Okay, I had a little visitor. Okay, so now I'm gonna use Becca's is it Backlight? First Light Primer. Oh, this damn tapping. Okay, now I'm using TACHA Soul. I know I use a lot of primers. This is for pores. I'm just gonna press it in. Okay, and I'm gonna use the Cover FX mattifying primer, and I am actually liking this a lot. Even all the other primers. It does feel like silicone. Okay, now I'm gonna put some Laura Mercier powder, setting powder, and I'm gonna set this. Okay, so I'm going to use this foundation today. This is NARS Sheer Glow. This is Benares. This is Dark 3. I'm going to put that on my palette. I think I took out way too much, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squirts. So I'm going to go, you know what, actually I'm going to just take it on a brush. I'm getting a lot of red here. That's why I don't really color correct anymore, because I feel like as red as these foundations be on me, it's gonna color correct. My dark spots anyway. Okay, just take my beauty blender. Okay, now I'm going to use this Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. This is in Dark Warm. I'm gonna use a little bit of Urban Decay's Naked concealer. This is in dark neutral. And using the same sponge. Okay, use my sponge again, why not? And I'm gonna set underneath my eye. Now I'm using Extra Deep. This is Urban Decay's All Nighter concealer. I'm going to use this to cream contour. Okay, I'm going to use this brush while I set my primer. I'm going to use TACHA spray because it's the only thing I have right in front of me right now. And I'm going to blend that out. Let's put some more. Okay, I put the Laura Mercier underneath my contour line. I'm gonna go into KKW's contour palette. I'm gonna use this right here. To set my contour. I'm also gonna go into that reddish one for more of a bronze. Okay, now I'm going into Bare Minerals, Bare Pro. This is Truffle 29. And I'm going to knock that off. Okay, I'm going to use this illamasqua blush. This is in Excite. I don't know if they still have this. Okay, I'm going to use MAC's Mineralize Skin Finish. This is in Perfect Topping. I'm going to use this as a highlighter. Okay, I had to delete some old videos on my camera. It was full. Okay, so what I was talking about, yeah, this palette. So what I figured out, because the last time I used a very dry base, which was my MAC Chromaline in white, that dries really fast. And I did both eyes. I did one and then the other one, and then I went into doing it and it just wasn't working. It had a ton of fallout, and it just wasn't catching onto the eye, and it kept just flecking away and flicking away, and I had to use my sugar pill eyeshadows to try to save the day. It was okay. I could have did a lot better, especially now that I know to use a wet base. I used this concealer, and I also used that mixy medium at the end when I realized what I needed to do, and both worked really good. This purple in this palette is horrible. Like, it's, I want to say deplorable. You see that? Do you see that divot right there? This is the second time me being in this palette. Why is there remnants of pan? Why? Why can I see pan? That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. The blue didn't work either. It was really patchy, but I think it would have did better if it was on a base with a sticky base, which is concealer or mixy medium. But you got to go back and forth with it, you know, especially when you're blending. I think the mixy medium is fine once you put it down, but you have to work fast pressing it in and blending. And I don't really know if I have to go in and mixy medium like back and forth or whatever, especially if you're blending. But I don't really know about this dark blue. It's very pretty, but it was patchy. The Bluebell was really nice. Permission, passion fruit, kiwi still has a divot in it too. Second time, like, I don't think, yeah, I did use this. Second time me using this, and it still got like a little divot in it. The yellow is really pretty. Again, it's a little bit of a divot in it. These two colors, I don't know. I tried to use, to me this one didn't, what is it? Because you can still, okay, this one didn't really show up. Again, but I didn't use a base on it. So I will be, damn it, my damn duster. I will be trying to, will be doing another tutorial with this because I feel like I need to continue playing with this to try to figure it out some. It's only two shimmery colors in here, Peacock and Fruit Dove. I think I want to do something with Fruit Dove and these two right here, like put these in the crease, cut the crease, and add this green, and like the inner part this, and then outer this, and see if that blue will work. I don't know, something about this color right here doesn't really intrigue me. These eyeshadows are super soft. Oh, that is pretty. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look at that. That is so pretty. They swatch really well. It's just putting it on the eye. You have to use, I don't know if with the shimmery colors I have to use the base. I'm not sure, but it's like a sheen. It's not like a glittery type of color, but that doesn't even look like what's in the pan. That was like a magenta type of color. That was really interesting. But I want to do a couple more looks, maybe two more, because I want to play around. I want to play with this purple again, and I want to, I don't know, I really do want to play with this purple again, because at this point this purple is like a no-go. But the blue is kind of questionable, and so is these two colors. So I want to play with everything else that I haven't really played around with. Flamingo worked really well when I put it underneath the eye, and I just put it up on the eye without any base. I just blended it out and it just worked. So I will have to play around with all these pinks, and I don't know, maybe 3 more looks. I say 3 more looks, because the Be Perfect palette, I love that palette, but again, I need to have a conversation about some of the eyeshadows in that palette as well. So we're gonna go back into the Be Perfect palette, and I can say my farewells to that, and then I'm gonna get back into this and try to do 3 more looks out of this before summer is over, and then I can get into the other Ace Beauty palette. So, because today this pink passion fruit worked really nice, and it blended really nice on my eye, maybe because it was on a wet base. It had to be wet. Sorry. Yeah, palette is so lucky. That is so freaking pretty that I'm going to continue on trying to make this work. So this is my look for the day. Very tropical, very green. Green is one of my favorite colors. I love green. I think green makes my eye color just pop, you know, and I love orange too, but purple is my favorite color. That's why I need to make that purple work. So I'm going to do 3 more looks. I'm going to look at this palette, and I'm going to try to figure out 3 more looks, or a copycat look, IG copycat look. That's what I'm going to try to do. So hopefully I can do and show you my outfit today, and yeah, bye. And thank you for helping me get to 800 subscribers. I really need to get to 1,000. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I've been on YouTube forever, and I really would love to at least hit 1,000. I don't care to get any bigger than 1,000. I just really want to hit that number, and I really appreciate it, and I will be doing a giveaway once I reach 1,000. So bye. till next time, and thank you for watching.